There are places you visit and places that reset your internal clock. Portugal is the second kind, a country where time loosens its grip, where coffee is never rushed, and where even the light seems to slow down. Here, the Atlantic doesn't just border the land, it defines it. Stay with this journey because Portugal doesn't impress you all at once, it wins you over slowly and then completely. Portugal is one of the oldest countries in Europe and one of the youngest at heart. Its borders have barely changed in over 800 years, which might explain the confidence. Portugal doesn't chase trends. It perfects traditions. This is a country shaped by explorers, people who once sailed into the unknown without maps or guarantees or a return ticket, and somehow that same calm courage still lingers in the air. Lisbon. Lisbon is built on 7 hills, which you'll fully appreciate about 3 minutes into your first walk. A city of trams that look vintage because they are golden rooftops, stretch toward the river, while pastel buildings catch the light like mirrors. Every street feels slightly improvised, slightly crooked, and completely intentional. Tiles tell stories, cafes spill onto sidewalks, and laundry flaps between windows like local flags. Lisbon doesn't try to be perfect. It prefers to be real. And somehow that works. At night, music drifts through open doors. Fado, Portugal's most emotional export. Songs about longing, loss, and love. Even if you don't understand the words, you understand the feeling. Lisbon doesn't shout for your attention. It waits confident that you'll come closer. Porto further north. Porto feels older, deeper, and a little more serious. The Douro River cuts through the city, stacked houses, clinging to its banks as if refusing to let go. Iron bridges stretch across the water, built to last much like the city itself. This is where port wine was born, aged patiently, because rushing it would miss the point. Porto doesn't smooth its edges, it wears them proudly, a city that rewards curiosity and strong calves. The Atlantic coast. But Portugal's soul lives along the coast. The Algarve stretches endlessly where cliffs rise like sculptures carved by wind and salt. Hidden beaches appear when the tide allows it and disappear just as easily. The ocean here is beautiful, but not sentimental. It's cold, powerful, and always in charge. Surfers understand this immediately. Portugal has some of the biggest waves on Earth, especially in Nazaré, where the ocean occasionally decides to show off. Watching them, you don't feel brave, you feel small. And strangely grateful. Beyond the cities, inland, Portugal becomes quieter. The Douro Valley rolls gently, vineyards folding into hills, the river winding like it's in no hurry. Villages appear, then disappear again. Stone houses, olive trees, roads that seem older than memory. Life here hasn't slowed down, it simply never sped up. Wildlife and nature. Portugal's wildlife doesn't announce itself. Dolphins glide along the coast, birds circle wetlands, and wild landscapes stretch uninterrupted. Nature here feels balanced, respected, and left alone. Which might be Portugal's greatest achievement. Food. Portuguese food tells the same story. Simple, honest, and quietly confident, fresh seafood, grilled sardines, warm bread, olive oil that actually tastes like olives. Cod appears in more recipes than there are days in the year. And somehow no one is complaining. Food here isn't designed to impress, it's designed to be shared. And remembered, Portugal isn't a destination you rush through, it's one you settle into. A place where sunsets last longer, meals stretch wider, and conversations don't watch the clock. Once you've stood on an Atlantic cliff or wandered a city street glowing at golden hour. Something changes, the world doesn't feel slower, you do, and that might be Portugal's greatest gift.